In my last rebuild, we talked about the Orlando Magic and how they've had a very disappointing start to the 2026 season. Well, another team in their division has also had another weird start to this year, and that's going to be the Atlanta Hawks. And the Hawks are in a weird spot right now because they also have a ton of talent. They were deemed like the Magic as a big offseason winner from the 2025 offseason, but Trae Young, their star player that's been there since the 2019 season, is a free agent at the end of the year. No extension has been done, and that is going to provide an interesting wrinkle for today's video. We are going to be rebuilding the Atlanta Hawks, a team that has lost to Toronto, which was very shocking this year. They got blown out by Toronto. Toronto's only win by the time I am recording this here on October 30th. You guys may see this on the 31st or the 1st. Then they would go on to lose to Orlando, lose to OKC, and then lose to Chicago. Chicago is just better than everybody thought, I guess. So their next game is going to be an NBA Cup game against the Indiana Pacers, and unfortunately, in that Nets game, Trae Young got hurt. So they're 2-3 right now. I'm hoping start today is fixed somewhat soon, but Dyson Daniels needs to be off to a better start this year. He has not shown good sign of aggression or attacking the rim whatsoever this year. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is asked to be in a high leverage role, high volume role right now. That is not sustainable. Reza Shea could definitely be better. Before the injury, Trae Young could definitely be better. I feel like Trae Young never really shoots the ball well to start off the year. Jalen Johnson has looked good. I still think there's a chance he could end up being the best player on this team. I've actually liked the big man so far. Kristaps, Okongwu, even in that garbage time against the Thunder, Ace and Newell look good. But another wrinkle here is they actually own the unprotected pick swap between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Pelicans. The same Pelicans that are like the worst team in the league right now. They have an 0-3, 0-4 or 0-5 record this year. I think it's 0-4. And they traded that pick for Derek Queen. But the Hawks also do not own their first round pick in this draft. It's going outright to the San Antonio Spurs, or it's a swap at least right now. And then we have to get the Spurs an outright pick in 2027. Yeah, from the DeJounte Murray trade. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on the team this year. Kobe Buffkin, their first round pick in the 2023 draft. They sent for basically nothing to Brooklyn in the offseason. Luke Kennard has kind of struggled as a backup point guard so far for this team, and you worry about the defense. Now, Trae Young, it's been very good for us right now. I don't know like what we could do if we moved on from Trae Young. Like, what team would even want to trade for Trae Young now? There could be some type of sign and trade in the offseason that could definitely open up the pool of teams that would make a trade for Trae Young. Because if this team lands like a Darren Peterson, would you rather just have Peterson under that 4-year rookie contract? You have Boozer, you have DeBanza. Or do you think that could be your window to win a title with Trae Young and one of those top tier guys? Because Atlanta could realistically still make it to the conference finals. We're still so early in the NBA season. And then they could also add a top draft pick from the Pelicans. We're just going to hope they're bad in the sim. And through 26 games, the Bucks also could be pretty bad in this. Okay, they're 7-19. I'm going to think they're going to be better in real life. The Pelicans are 9-17. I hope they're both at the bottom of their conferences to maximize our chance at getting number one, because it's a swap best. Shout out to Bam winning NBA Cup MVP. But yeah, if the Pelicans get the first pick, Bucks get the second pick, we're getting number one. Milwaukee's getting 2. New Orleans is getting nothing because they made that trade for Derek Queen. Oh my God. Right off the new contract extension, Dyson Daniels tears his left Achilles. He's out for the year. There goes my best defending player, or my best defender. I don't know why I said it like that. Oh my God, bro. That is brutal. Now, did 2K update his contract? Like, is he making that $25 million a year? Yes, he is. So he's under contract going forward. Oh my God, that just sucks. All right, so we're gonna go Trae at the 1, Nah, Reza Johnson, Kristaps. Okongwu's gonna play a ton. Kennard's not gonna play a lot. Mohamed Gay, I like, but he's not gonna play a ton. I'd rather play Vic Krejci over Caleb Houston. He'll get like 13 minutes a night. I like Keaton Wallace as well. Kind of like, he reminds me of Cason Wallace's brother, which should be no surprise, just on a lesser scale. All right, so we are still staying strong here at the deadline. We are 31-21. Trae Young is putting up MVP type numbers. Kristaps is averaging around 20-6. You know what? There is a chance we could win a playoff series or two. I don't know if I'm going to be a buyer here at the deadline, but we've turned it around, a 9-game winning streak heading into the trade deadline. We do have the 3rd best point differential. Looks like it is a 2-team race between the Knicks and the Cavs right now. But should I make a trade? I'm not going to trade away Trae Young. We know he's going to test free agency. Like, the one guy would be like Luke Kennard's $11 million, but he's been a pretty good backup point guard, so I don't really think I'm going to make a trade right now. And we got to worry about potentially extending Kristaps Porzingis in the offseason as well, who has been off to a good start with the Hawks, but you always just worry about his injury concerns, and what if he gets hurt, and I'm already down Dyson Daniels. Oh my God, we are cursed. Onyeka Okongwu, who I think is actually having a breakout year in real life, ruptured right Achilles. He's out for the year, so I'm down Dyson Daniels and Onyeka Okongwu, 2 important key pieces to this team. with major lower body injuries. And that happened on the third to last day of the season. This team still won 52 games, 52-30 is probably the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. That just sucks. Shout out to Scoot winning 6th Man of the Year. Filipowski's most improved. Chris Finch is your coach of the year. And Bam Adebayo, yeah, won NBA Cup MVP. We should see Trae Young on an All-NBA team. There he is, All-NBA second team. 28 points, 9 assists, 50-43, 86 splits. Do we get any other Atlanta Hawks? We do not. We don't even take Asa Newell on an all-rookie team. So we avoid the play-in tournament. We're taking on the 6-seeded Toronto Raptors. These two teams opened up the 2026 season against each other. I would be shocked if Toronto ended up making the playoffs right now with how they're looking right at the start of the season. We are going to be without Onyeka Okongwu, who was a really big piece for us this year. And we're going to be without Dyson Daniels as well. I'll take a look and see if they have any injuries. So that's going to be the starting 5. We're going to have to ask a lot out of Luke Kennard. Mohamed Gay's going to have to get 17 minutes a night, who's not a bad player by any means. Vic Krejci, I'm going to need him to knock down his threes in the playoffs. I'll go like 17 to Asa Newell as well. Don't think I'm going to play Keaton Wallace. So I got to give around 12 more minutes here. Let's go 39 to Trae. Let's go 33 to Alexander Walker. And let's go about 34 to Jalen Johnson, who only averaged 12 points this year. What? Is his shot tendency like extremely low? I didn't think it would be that low. If we looked at his shot tendency, why is it at a 55? That just doesn't make any sense. I'd rather have that at an 80. He could be the future of this team if we had to let Trae Young walk in the offseason. All right, so here we go. Game number 1 against the Raptors. We are going to lose this game. It does look like they're pretty much at full strength right now. Yeah, we're going to lose game 1. I actually lied. Or no, Jakob Poeltl is healthy. Game number 2, go down 2-0. I mean, we are without Onyeka Okongwu and Dyson Daniels. I still feel like we should be able to beat them in this series. Trae Young, Jalen Johnson, you guys know you could step up, right? Zachary Reese-Sachet posts 25 here. He was incredible. 2K is a big fan of Reese-Sachet. I'll see him average like 28 points some seasons. That sucks. So we end up getting swept by the Toronto Raptors there in round number 1. I know we were banged up, but the fact that we couldn't even win a game. Kristaps was our leading scorer. Jalen Johnson only averaged 12 points a night, which is unfortunate. Trae Young averaged 20 and 12, but he shot 39% from the field. Mohamed Gay struggled in this series. Vic Krejci was knocking down his threes at least, but yeah, we got swept. I guess on the bright side, neither did the Pelicans or the Bucks make the play-in tournament. Bucks went 30 and 52. Pelicans went 35 and 47. I need one of those teams to jump up into the top 3. And let's see what ends up happening. We have the Knicks and the Mavericks in the NBA Finals. You see this one a ton here at the start of 2K26. And the Mavericks are going to win in 6. It looks like the Knicks blew a 2-0 lead, and Kyrie Irving is your Finals MVP. So I'm hoping I could thank Joe Dumars very soon as we are entering the draft lottery. Even after being a 3 seed, I will be getting at least the lottery pick in some way, shape, or form. So let's find out where it's going to be projected right now. We have the Pelicans there at 11. That should be Indiana's pick. So 10 and 5. Okay, 10 and 5. I need one of those to just move up. What I think is lucky is I just watched the first 2 and then I simulated, and it usually works out. So the Blazers are picking 14. Just tell me the Kings are picking 13. Don't. Okay, good. Please give me a top 3 pick. Damn it. Oh my God, it dropped to 7. All right, that sucks. Oh man, all right. I had 2 chances going up there. The Bucks stay at 10 and we get 7. So that Buck swap is not the worst in the world. They only moved down 3 picks. Damn, Philly actually deserves number 1. That pick is top 4 protected, and they were that bad. So if I had to make like some of these picks realistic, Brooklyn gets the 3rd pick. OKC has to give Philly their pick, and they'll get the unprotected pick next year. Memphis would get number 9. Indiana would get 11. 2K, can we update these? It shouldn't be that hard. I mean, we would have assets to move up in the 2026 draft because I also own my pick at 24. It is a swap with the Spurs, but the thing is we do not own our first next year, so I don't know if I really want to risk that right now. I guess, like, Quinn Snyder I'll keep. We just had a bunch of injuries in the playoffs. All right, so we are going to have the 7th overall pick in this draft. Do I take Mikal Brown Jr.? I mean, when I have Trae Young on this team, maybe Darius Akuff, we could scout out Dash Daniels, obviously brother of Dyson Daniels, we could do that. Isaiah Evans, if we're looking for some more shooting. Nate Ament, Jaden Quaidance, I'll scout out these guys. I would have loved to get like a Darren Peterson and Cameron Boozer and AJ Debanza, because then I would have a good problem. Hard decisions to make between Cameron Boozer and some guys in this front court. This is still like a sneaky Giannis team. It's always been one, but like I'm not trading for Giannis in 2K. It's very tough to do, and the way the Bucks are playing right now, Giannis isn't getting traded in general. Orlando really got the 2nd overall pick. Oh my God, what? That is unfair. So we're just bringing in Peterson, Debanza, And Cameron Boozer to the Eastern Conference. Okay. Shark. The first 5 picks all are in the East. Nate Ament goes. There goes Mikael Brown Jr. And the Jazz are going to take Dash Daniels. All right, so we're going to be healthier next year, which is good. I could take Caleb Wilson. I could take Jaden Quainance if we're looking for another defender. Caleb Wilson, yeah. Like Darius Cuff. Do I want to take Trae Young's backup here at number 7? Like Tonde Yesufu's interesting as well, but I'm just not really sure if I want to go that route. We could take Braden Burries from Arizona. Do I want to take a backup point guard here? I think I'm going to, which is kind of risky. I was hoping it was going to be Mikael Brown, but we're going to take Darius Cuff here, who's got size coming out of Arkansas. And then at number 24, I took Tomislav Ivicic here, who was transferring from Alabama to play with his brother Tomislav at Illinois. Yeah, that's my Eastern European accent or my Balkan accent. So Zachary Visachet, we're going to pick up that team option. Mohamed Gay and Folly Dante, don't hate as a player, but not going to pick it up. Trae Young opts out as expected. I assume that Trae Young wants like 60+ million a year and ascending in value. I'm sure the Hawks are like, can we start it at $48 million, something like that. I'm going to give Keaton Wallace the qualifying offer. So as we enter free agency, we still need that new Trae Young contract. We're going to need a new Kristaps Porzingis contract as well. Okongwu is still out for 2 to 4 months, so he's probably going to miss the start of the season. We actually do have a decent amount of money to spend, but I would like to bring back both these guys. And oh my God, LA's really offering Kristaps 4 for 126. I wanted to give him like a 3-year deal tops. That's crazy. And Trae Young doesn't have like a real offer right now. Could I overpay for you on a per year basis? Like if I give you 35, so 105 across 3 years with a player option. Does that even get you? Okay. It looks like it could be because it is a little bit more per year than these offers. All right. I like that a lot more. Let's hope he takes it. And Trae Young, I'll give a 4-year deal, player option, and it'll start at $45 million. That's fine with me. So we get both of them to come back. I do feel like we have a good window right now. I want to take advantage of it. I would like to bring back Keaton Wallace, who I gave the qualifying offer to. Caleb Houston kind of ended up in the G League anyway, so let's do that. And we got both those guys. Sweet. Do we have a little bit of a mid-level or anything like that? Not really. We could bring back Bogey here to Atlanta. Actually, wouldn't mind bringing back Kevin Huerter to Atlanta. Let's do a 3-year deal. Team option here. Gives us some shooting depth. He reunites with Trae Young. Now we just need to bring back DeAndre Hunter at one point as well. Jonathan Kuminga just not getting any offers out there. Probably should try to snag another big. Do I need another roster spot? 3, 6. I have about 10. 12. I have about 14 guys. I think I could sign one more. So I may just try to snag a young big. I wonder if like Zvonimir Visic is even in this draft class that I had. I don't think so. Could I get Arrow Hook Porty? Okay, I can't afford him. I was going to try to put him on a 2-way. What about Dylan Cardwell? Can I put him on a 2-way? I actually like them coming out of Auburn. And we snag him. Sweet. So I may need to release Keaton Wallace if... Can I just renounce the rights on him, actually? Cool. Play progression. Trae Young regresses. Okay, he's not the one that had a major injury. Visachet goes up. Jalen Johnson goes up as well. Dyson Daniels goes up. Asa Newell goes up, which is good. Okongwu is still recovering. Same with... No, Dyson Daniels is actually healthy now. All right, so let's go here to contract extensions. Nothing really to get done with this year. I mean, I'll bring Mohamed Gay back on a 1-year deal. We could re-sign Okongwu. We'll cross that bridge when it gets there. Vic Krejci has 1 more year of team control. So I don't need to cut anybody or anything like that before the season starts. Last year, we got swept by the Toronto Raptors, but we also didn't have Dyson Daniels or Onyeka Okongwu in that series. And 2K usually loves the Atlanta Hawks in my sim, so I would like to get some of that luck on my side. We're going to roll with the same starting 5 going into next year's season. I would like to get a little bit more playing time to Asa Newell. Noah can get around like 22 minutes a night. Trae's going to have a high workload. Jalen Johnson's going to have a high workload. And then the last couple spots, like Kevin Huerter, I think I'm going to go 14 too. I'm not going to play Mohamed Gay. Darius Cuff can get 12 minutes a night. We're still waiting a little bit for Okongwu to come back. Cardwell got hurt in Summer League. So do I want to go to Vic Krejci here? Do I want to go to Nikola Jurosic here? I enjoyed watching him at the Combine back in 2024. So maybe I'll go something like this here. And we'll see how we can look. We are going to get Okongwu back in 4 to 6 weeks with that Achilles injury. We start off the season with 6 home games. Oh my God, okay. And Kristaps Porzingis gets hurt on the first game of the season, basically. So we are going to have to start probably Asa Newell at center with Zvonimir Visic being a backup right away. Or no, I probably will just start Mohamed Gay out there. That would probably make a little bit more sense. And yeah, we're 4-2, even with both our top centers hurt. Jalen Johnson is off to an incredible start this year. Shout out to Anthony Davis winning NBA Cup MVP. We are now back to full strength. We have KP healthy. We have Okongwu healthy. Everybody's healthy. We're 19-9. Hopefully we can go on a little bit of a run. We do lose by 14. here to the LA Clippers, so right on cue. All right, so January 30th here, we are 32-16, so we've doubled our losses so far this year with wins. Always a good sign moving forward. Everybody's kind of getting involved this year, which is good. Dyson Daniels shooting 34% from three. Mohamed Gay really did step up when Kristaps and Okongwu were hurt, which was great. All right, so we're here at the trade deadline with a 34-16 record. You could say, like, don't make a move. You're the 1 seed in the East, but I don't know. We're the top offensive team. Our defense is about middle of the pack here in the East. We have good center depth now that I trust Mohamed Gay. We have like Asa Newell, who could like be a stretch 5 in a pinch, but it's more so like how was he Vicic? He didn't really play too much because I went with Gay, but we have Porzingis, we have Okongwu, we have Asa Newell, we have Mohamed Gay, and like if this team is worried about its financials, I think we have to be okay being in this like second apron for 1 year. I mean, our salary is only $204 million. The second apron's like 207, 208. And in the 2027 season, in which we're in right now, that would go up. So we're kind of chilling right now financially. Things will get maybe more expensive next year. Definitely more expensive, that's for sure. But maybe I try to sell high on Kristaps in the offseason or something like that. I would just love to win the NBA Finals, though. So then I can kind of make risky moves that doesn't feel risky because I already got my ring. All right, so Cade Cunningham wins MVP. AJ DeBanza is your Rookie of the Year for the Philadelphia 76ers. So they have AJ, Maxey, Edgecombe, McCain, Embiid, Paul George. That team is just absolutely stacked. Dame is your 6th man of the year. Wemby, Depoy. Flag wins most improved in year number 2. I'm sure people would be happy about that. And if you saw it, we did get coach of the year as well. We went 58-24. We get Trae Young on all NBA third team, 50, 45, 84 splits. We didn't get anybody else out here on any teams, unfortunately, but we got the 1 seed. Yeah, the Atlanta Hawks are the best team in the Eastern Conference. We go 59-23, so I was off about our record. We finished with a 9.5 point differential, 3rd best in the NBA, but best record in the NBA. Good to know we're not giving like the San Antonio Spurs a good first rounder as well. Trae Young surrounded by defenders, shooters, and it's all coming together, maybe unlike it is in real life. We are healthy, though. Last year, Noah Okongwu, Daniels, those guys are healthy right now. Kevin Huerter, I think, is going to play for us in the playoffs. I don't know if Asa Newell is going to play for us in the playoffs. We have a lot of bigs, so I'm going to actually go a cuff and 13 minutes to Huerter. Let's go 17 to Nah. We'll do 25 to Okongwu. 32 to Porzingis is fine. I'm going to go 36 Johnson. I'm going to go 38 Trae Young. Let's go 36 Reese Ashe. Let's go 32 to Dyson, and we'll go 1 more to KP. All right, let's see how this works. We're taking on Orlando, an already good team that added Darren Peterson in the draft. Yeah, I would trade probably Bane in the next minute. I don't care that I would not get as many first back, but we beat them by 24, 68 combined between Reese Ashe and Trae Young. We win game 2, a divisional matchup here. Game 3, we're going to win this one as well. 124-120, 31-13 for Trae Young, and we are going to sweep them. 116-115. We beat them by 1, and we get our first playoff series victory of the video. We're taking on Detroit here in round number 2. So we went from one number 1 overall pick in Reese Ashe and Paolo to the other one in Cade Cunningham here. And let's see what happens here against the Detroit Pistons. They added Isaiah Hartenstein. They added Kareem Lopez, Aaron Wiggins, Marcus Sasser. They may have made a... No, they didn't make a trade with the Thunder. They just signed Hartenstein and the man that saved basketball. We're going to win game 1 by 13. Trae with 34-9. Game 2, we're going to lose this one, unfortunately. 130-119. 34-12 for Cade. Game 3, we're going to win this one. 118-110. Look at that fourth quarter comeback. You love to see it. Game 4, we're going to unfortunately lose 126-122. Cade with a 32-point triple-double. In 40 minutes, Trae had 25 and 8. And unfortunately, Dyson Daniels is injury prone. He breaks his leg after last year when he tears ACL towards Achilles. He is out for the playoffs. Oh boy. All right. How do I want to go about this? I think I'm going to go Nah for his defense at the 2. Oh, this sucks. Damn. Dyson Daniels, our stopper, gets hurt. So this is going to mean more minutes for Kevin Huerter, which is kind of crazy. This is going to mean more minutes for Darius Akuff. And this is going to probably give more minutes to Asa Newell. I don't think I'm going to throw like Vic Krejci out there right now. Huge game 5 rubber match. It's going to be in Atlanta at least. Can we beat them? Go up 3-2. Vibes are probably pretty low though after you lose Dyson Daniels, but that second and third quarter were great for us, and we are going to... Oh my God, barely hold on. We win by 6. Sheesh. Trae drops 37. Johnson drops 24, 16 and 3. And the playoff injuries are coming alive right now. We're already down Dyson. Kristaps has a bruised heel. He's day-to-day. We're going to lose game 6, though, by 7. So we are going to a game 7 now. Kristaps is fully healthy for it. We won game 5 at home. Can we win game 7 at home? Let's see. Good first quarter. fine second quarter, fine third quarter, really fine third quarter, and we're going to get it done. We're going to win by 15, and the Atlanta Hawks are in the conference finals for the first time since 2021. All right, here we go. Game 1 against Cleveland. They have the backcourt, they have the front court, they have DeAndre Hunter, a former Atlanta Hawk. Game 1's going to go to Atlanta, though, 116-100. There we go. Game 2, we're going to win this game, 124-95, 26-10 for Trae Young, 31-7 for Reese Shea. We're up 3-0. Wow, we end up winning by 36. So Detroit has given us our toughest test. We swept Orlando. Oh my God, look at that fourth quarter, almost collapsed. Wow, we get outscored by 29 in the fourth. We scored 12 points and gave up 41, but we were able to pull it off still. 119-117. Are we taking on San Antonio or Denver? A 7-8 seed. We're taking on Wemby. Kristaps is guarding Wemby. Okongwu is guarding Wemby. I would have rather played Denver, even though they have Jokic. Like, I never see them make it this far. And in those conference finals, where Trae Young got conference finals MVP, he averaged 27 and 12. I think he got it, right? It wasn't Jalen Johnson. All right, so we're taking on San Antonio. Do they have any injuries to this roster? It looks like Stephon Castle is banged up. That is massive for us. Game number 1 still goes to San Antonio here in the DeJounte Murray Bowl. Game number 2, got to go to the Atlanta Hawks. 137-131, 43-13 for Trae Young, 27 for Reese Shea, 26-9 for Okongwu. Damn, we go down 2-1. We lose by 2. Oh, don't go down 3-1, please. Damn it, we're down 3-1. They don't even have Stephon Castle. I know we don't have Dyson Daniels either, but we're down 3-1. We now need to pull off some type of 3-1 comeback. Good first quarter, not a great second quarter. Not a great third quarter, but can we stay alive here at home? We're up by 6, and we just choked it. This is the season right here. And we are gonna... Oh, my God, we lost on a buzzer beater, I think. Damn, Castle dislocated his patella. Oh, what was the... Oh, my God, Vassell made a jumper with 0.5 seconds remaining. Reese Shea even got a shot off. That sucks. Well, the finals end in heartbeat. Our heartbreak, not heartbeat. Wemby is your finals MVP. All right, we got there. We weren't able to win the big one. James Harden's going to retire. DeRozan, Jeff Green, Paul George, Tobias Harris. No former Hawks. James Harden is going to get his jersey retired. And we are here at the draft lottery now. We don't have any picks here, I believe. So the Kings are getting number 1. Celtics 2. Somebody has the Bucks pick at number 4 there. Was it the Pelicans at 4? So they still get something from the Drew trade. I wonder, there is like a swap worse that I think the Hawks get. It might be the Pelicans pick here. Like, I might get number 10. Yeah, I don't know why it's going to San Antonio here. I get that 10th overall pick. Let's go. And the Spurs get our pick at 30. So that is part of like the DeJounte Murray trade with the Pelicans. So Quinn Snyder did bring us to the finals. I'm not going to fire him. All right, so we go to the finals and we're adding the 10th overall pick in the draft. Do I want to make a trade? All right, this might be aggressive, but I may offer the Boston Celtics Dyson Daniels and Kevin Huerter for Derek White. Very similar players in a way defensively, but Derek White is better offensively, and Dyson has now gotten hurt the last 2 playoff runs. They're going to agree to that. So Derek White reunites with Kristaps Porzingis. He's 33 years old. We lost like almost a 10-year age gap with that trade. And yeah, now Dyson Daniels is in Boston. We had Derek White. It sucks we had to trade Kevin Huerter there, but we had to make the money work regardless. And I did want to draft somebody at number 10. The Celtics took Hugo there at 2, so they're in a youth movement. And I'm a big fan of Dalen Swain, who played at Xavier last year, and he's going to play at Texas this year. And we are going to take the swingman here at number 10. Definitely an NBA-ready player. He's unfortunately a 72 overall at the age of 22. And I took him instead of Dylan Mingo, who's probably going to end up being better. But let's take Swain because we want like these perimeter 3-and-D guys around Trae Young. I'm going to pick up the team options on Krejci and Nikola Jurisic. Let's go here and extend the qualifying offer to Dylan Cardwell. Maybe we'll keep him around. Do we have any... Ooh, Jordan Poole wouldn't be bad. I would like a shooter to replace Kevin Huerter. All right, could I sign Jordan Hawkins, who can be a little 3-and-D himself, but he's restricted. So will the Pelicans match? They don't. Let's go. And I'm going to bring Dennis Schroeder back to Atlanta here to be a 3rd-string point guard behind, what's his name? Trae Young and Darius Akuff. I may be actually good with roster spots. Yeah, like I may even need to cut somebody before the season starts. So we're going to renounce the rights on Dylan Cardwell. Giannis, please. Okay, he stays with the Bucks. That's fine. I just didn't want him going to like San Antonio. Zachary Reese is an 87 overall. Jalen Johnson's an 86. Derek White's an 85. Asa Newell is an 80. All right, and then before the season starts, Reese can get his rookie extension. We're going to pay him. We don't even want to worry about that next year. Okongwu, I would like to bring back on a 3-year deal. We'll give him roughly similar to what he's making right now, so let's extend that. And Naw, I mean, he's going to cost a lot less after that player option. So let's go to next year's season. I do need to release one player before the season starts. I don't want it to be, it's probably going to be Nikola Jurisic because I would like to carry in 3 point guards. I mean, I could probably sign him going forward, but yeah, I'm going to choose Vic Krejci over him. I'm going to choose Dennis Schroeder over him, which could come back and bite me. Kevin Durant is retiring at the end of the year. And yeah, we have a ton of depth in the front court, on the perimeter. It's going to be Trae, White, Risa, Johnson, Porzingis, Okongwu off the bench. Newell's going to play a ton. Naw's going to play a decent amount. A Cup's going to get like 12 minutes a night. Hawkins going to get like 12 minutes a night in that in that, what's his name, role? Kevin Huerter. Couldn't think of his name. 8 more minutes. Let's go 33 to Trae, 30 to D. White, 33 to Risa, and let's go 34 to Jalen Johnson. We are 4-star perimeter centric this year. Let's stay with that. We lost the NBA Finals in 5 last year. I think we got better this offseason. I just need this team to stay healthy. Yep, Kristaps already hurt this year. You hate to see it. And Tyrese Haliburton wins NBA Cup MVP. We are currently 20-9 right now. We are at the top of the Eastern Conference. We have about like the 4th best point differential though in the East, so not going to be a cakewalk by any means. Jalen Johnson's averaging 22. Trae's averaging 22. Risa Shea's averaging 17 as well. We recently got back KP. All right, having a really good start to the season. We are currently 33-16. We're about 2 games back at the Pistons for the 1 seed in the East. We do have the 3rd best point differential though. Our offense, 3rd in the East. Our defense, pretty good as well. Like it's top 6, top 7 in the East. If we look at our stats this year, we can see that Trae Young is our leading scorer. Johnson is averaging 10 rebounds a night, which is nice. 17 points from Risa Shea. Derek White, just a winner, and that's what we need on this team. I don't need him to score a ton, just be that good role player that's healthy for us in the playoffs. I wonder how Dyson is doing in Boston, which is a good fit for their future as well. He's been good. I'm hoping that ends up being a win-win trade. I wonder if I could have gotten a draft pick out of that one as well, given the ages of the 2 players. Question is, tails all this time, do I make a trade and watch an injury happen like very soon? But I'm going to roll the dice with this team, and I'm fully expecting somebody to get hurt in like the middle of March. Yep, right on cue. Onyeka Okongwu is going to break his leg here. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. Luckily, this is still February, so I don't think he would miss time in the playoffs, but this sucks, man. I feel like we've just been destroyed with injuries in this video. All right, so we are going to win over 50 games this year. Just stay healthy, guys, please. Derek White had like 4 different injuries in the second half that were either day-to-day or week-to-week. Cade wins MVP. Didn't he win it last year? I don't know, dude. Cade's been a beast. Stokes Rookie of the Year. Giddy 6-man, Depoy Wemby, Nikola Topic most improved. It's really sad what's going on with Topic. Hopefully he's going to be okay. And it's just like the ACL last year, what's going on this year. Just really unlucky stuff over the last calendar year for him. It's got to be so tough. Quinn Snyder is your coach of the year. I think back-to-back years now, he has won that. Do we get Trae or Jalen Johnson on the top 3 team? We do not this year, okay? We do see Dyson Daniels, all defensive first team in Boston, and we finished up as the 2 seed here. Detroit with the MVP ended up getting the 1 seed. They were 1 game better than us. We did end up with the best point differential in the East, 2nd best in the NBA, only behind the Minnesota Timberwolves in the West. Johnson, bruised knee day-to-day. Risa Shea, strained right hip, 1 to 2 weeks. Derek White, shoulder injury day-to-day. We're taking on Chicago, who likes to play run and gun here in round 1. They're putting Giddy off the bench, which is fine with me. Giddy's like a beast in this game. Buzella's coming off the bench as well. Don't get that. All right, so let's construct this rotation here where it's going to be Trae, White, Risa Shea, Johnson, Okongwu, or Porzingis. I think I'm just going to go like, I don't know, 26 to Okongwu, 28 to Porzingis. I just don't want to run him into the ground. I need him to stay healthy. Asa Newell's going to get about 15 minutes a night for the playoffs. Like a really good big man option for us. I wish he was a little bit better of a 3-point shooter. We're going to go 17 to Walker. I don't think I'm going to play Darius Cup for the playoffs. We're going to go 17 to Jordan Hawkins. Shot the ball well this year from 3. Naw can kind of play point. Derek White could definitely play point if we needed to stagger those minutes. So 38 to Trae, 33 to White, 33 to Risa Shea, 33 to Johnson for now while he's injured. Game number 1, Derek White's good to go. Johnson's good to go. And we're going to blow them out 41-14 for Trae in this one. Hell yeah. Game number 2 goes to the Atlanta Hawks, 102-98. We are the reigning Eastern Conference champions, and we are up 3-0 in round number 1, 26-14 for Trae. And Boston did make the playoffs, but they just got swept by Orlando. Dyson Daniels was healthy this playoff run for them. So we're in round number 2. Risa Shea's fully healthy. I thought he was like done for. I also just saw, shout out to Trae Young, but I just saw the Raptors beat the Pistons in 5. We like to see that. We're taking on the Cavs. It looks like they do not have DeAndre Hunter anymore. He's coming off the bench. No, they don't have DeAndre Hunter anymore. Game 1 goes to Atlanta in overtime by 7. Trae had 20 assists. What? 9 assists for Derek White. Game 2, we are undefeated in the playoffs. Oh my God. We won by 1 and got outscored by 18 in that fourth quarter. We really almost choked it. We are going to lose game 3, 126-121. Why can't we defend in the fourth quarter? What is going on? I think what I want to do here, though, I'm going to lower some minutes. Hawkins not shot the ball well. He's going to go to 12. I might lower Nas minutes just a little bit as well. They want me to lower Okongwu's minutes. We'll go to like 22. I would like to go like 37 to Johnson, 37 to Reese, and let's go 35 to Derek White. I want to play those guys a ton. Game 4, we go up 3-1. We win by 11. We have the good fourth quarter here. Game 5, we're going to win this one. 159-109. 50 points in the third quarter. Wow. 52 for Jalen Johnson. 19 assists for Trae Young. All right, so we're taking on the 8-seeded Raptors, a team we beat in the playoffs last year. Shout out to Chucky Hepburn starting for a conference finals team. We're going to win game 1 by 30. We've swept the team. We've won in 5. Oh my God, the first 2 games were blowouts. I really feel like we could sweep. Okay, I'm going to shut up. What? 13 points in the fourth quarter? Are we like the worst? And like, look at the first quarter. 18 in the first. Game 4, we go up 3-1. We gave up 39 in the fourth quarter. Man, our fourth quarter numbers suck. We do win in 5. So we are 12-2 going to the finals. We have kind of dominated our conference. We're taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't know who I'd rather play. Rob Dillingham averaged 27 in the conference finals. Trae averaged 28. Reese averaged 22. Derek White won a title with Boston. So did Kristaps Porzingis. Hopefully we could beat the Timberwolves. Let's see if they have any injuries right now. David Roddy, McDaniels, and Ant are all like day-to-day. They'll be fine. So here we go. Game 1 goes to Atlanta by 24. Good start. Game 2, we lose this one by 17. So we lost the finals at 5 last year. We're not going to lose at least at 5 this year. It's going to be 6 or better. Rob Dillingham goes for 31, and we won by 4 in overtime because Trae went for 41. This could really seal it for us. Can we go up 3-1? Damn it. They won by 14. All right. Massive rubber match here in game 5. Oh, I hate game 5. It's tied 2-2. Once you go down 3-2, it feels like a loss. Oh, man. Not a good second quarter. Third quarter was better. Okay, we're down by 2. Down by 1. We're up by 4. Up by 4. Up by 4. Oh, my God. Do not blow this, please. Oh, man. This is like the same thing that happened last year against the Spurs. Oh, my God. You guys were up by 4 with a minute left. What are we doing? Oh my God. Why? You're up by 2. We hit a layup. You're up by 4 again. And then with 30 seconds left, we were up by 4 with 22 seconds left. They get the offensive rebound and hits a 3. And then we go for a layup 6 seconds later. That's why I hate this game. Why aren't you getting fouled? Why are you taking a layup 6 seconds later? That just doesn't make any sense. And Berenjeg hits the go-ahead shot. And then he blocks KP. F off, man. All right, game number 6. It's going to be on the road. We're screwed. We're going to lose in 5 last year. We're going to lose in 6 this year. No way we're beating them on the road. I'm trying some reverse psychology here. We're up by 5. Nice fourth quarter, guys. Or nice third. You gave up 41 points. I already know we're going to blow this. We're down by 1. Tied. Up by 4. Where have I seen this one before? Up by 1. Come on. All right, let's see if I can do this because the CPU can. All right, well, Jalen Johnson's at the line. That's encouraging. He's going to get 2 free throws. He knocks on the first. So, 59 seconds left. As long as Jalen hits both these free throws, it is going to be a tie game. Oh, my God, he's got 3 free throws. Okay, well, he misses the second. Thanks a lot. He got fouled on a 3. If he misses this one, okay. So he goes 2 of 3. If you went 3 of 3, we have the lead. Derek White is guarding Anthony Edwards. That's exactly who I want. But, like, we could switch with Jalen. We could switch with Reese. Johnson's guarding Nas Reed. I actually love these assignments. Trae Young is guarding KJ Simpson. We could live with that. Jaden McDaniels coming off a screen. Reese is right here. They're going to try to get a screen here. No, stay on him. No, Nas Reed. No, I have a family. Oh, my God. Thank God he missed that. All right. We could try to score quickly. I don't think I'm going to. I don't want to rush this. I mean, this is just to force a game 7. KP, roll to the rim. Trae Young, oh God, kick it to Jalen Johnson. I don't like this. I don't like this. KP, set a screen. Johnson, inside. No, KP, go up, please. He hits it. Oh my God, he hits it. That was a gross possession. Oh my God. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Kristaps Porzingis gives us a 2-point lead with 13 seconds to go. And if we get a stop here, yeah, I am getting fouled. I am not taking a layup. Just no threes from Ant. Derek White, stay with him. Please, D. White. This is why I traded for you, even though Dyson would probably do the same thing. Come on. White stays there. They kick it over to KJ Simpson. That's a long 2, and he missed it. All right, if that went in, I would have been pissed, but I was like, if he hits it, we're going to overtime. If that was a 3, my heart would have sank. All right, game 7, folks. All right, here we go. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We haven't seen that since 2025, and we all know how that went. So, game 7, Minnesota, Atlanta. Just don't get blown out. That would just be such an anticlimactic finish, and I'll take this. I'll be on the right side of a blowout. All right, you're up by 16 in the 4th. All right. It's a 4-point game. It's a 4-point game. You've been outscored by 10 in the 4th. Just don't give them the lead. They haven't had the lead yet. Please don't give them the lead. We're up by 6. Up by 10. There we go. Up by 13. Oh my God, that scared me. Okay, we have a very strong 4th quarter. We're going to win by 18. 147-129. We were down 3-2. It does not matter. The Atlanta Hawks win the 2028 NBA Finals. Trae Young, basically a decade after getting drafted, wins it all. 27-10 for Trae. And now the final season of this rebuild, I have a little bit less stress on my back because we got the ring. So trading Dyson Daniels for Derek White was worth it. Maybe we still win with Dyson Daniels, but that is a what if. Dyson could have gotten hurt for us like he did the last 2 playoff runs. All right, draft lottery time. I don't think I own a pick here. I do think it's a swap best with Cleveland from the DeAndre Hunter trade. So we were actually going to get the 18th overall pick, and Cleveland is getting 29, so I'll take that. Yeah, we got to bring back Quinn Snyder. There's some good free agent head coaches, but Snyder just won a title with us, so welcome back. All right, so it is the night of the 2028 draft. I think this is where we could try to sell high on Kristaps Porzingis. Well, he might have a player option. He is not under contract right now. I probably should sell high on Derek White. So maybe I'm not going to make any trades at this moment. And I'm going to take Gene Connor here, a 6'10 power forward out of UC San Diego. Looks like he's just a hustle guy. I mean, he was compared to Dennis Rodman, so that makes sense. Edward Coleman, 6'2 point guard from Northwestern, going number 1 to the Nets. Joseph Reynolds looks really good going to the Kings. And we took Sean O'Neal. Don't think he's related to Shaq there in the 2nd round. So KP opts in. Nickeil Alexander Walker opts in. No surprise about that. I'll give Mohamed Gay the qualifying offer. All right, we're going to try to save a little bit of money here, and I'm going to trade Kristaps Porzingis and a 2nd rounder for Kaman Maluach to the Suns. So that's going to save up like $27 million against the cap. Thank you for your services, KP, but this team is still very expensive. And I'm going to trade Nickeil Alexander Walker to Washington for Dwayne Hudson, a 42nd overall pick out of McNeese States. Shout out Amir Khan and Will Wade from that team last year. And a 2030 first rounder from Memphis that I'll probably never use. But right now, we got a little bit cheaper, which is good. We're probably going to play Dalen Swain a decent amount next year. He was the 10th overall pick last year. Shout out to 10th overall picks on this team because we also have Kaman Maluach. And I did keep Trae Young in all of this. I didn't know if that was going to be true towards the end of this. So do I want really any like big signings? I have 2 point guards. I have 2 shooting guards. I have 2 small forwards, so that's 6 guys right there. 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, I'm pretty good positionally. I might bring back Karis LeVert on a 1-year deal. He is a former Atlanta Hawk at the end of the day. Sadiq Bey is a former Atlanta Hawk as well. We're going to sign him to a 1-year deal. We did create $40 million in trade exceptions from the NAW and KP trades as well. Could I bring back, like, I wouldn't mind bringing back Mohamed Gay on a 1-year deal. Vic Krejci, though, I'm going to let walk. Anybody switch up? Lucas signed with the Sacramento Kings. Nope. He signed with the Golden State Warriors. Jalen Green signs with the Mavericks. And Derek White is going to regress a little bit. Zvonimir Visic progresses, which is good. We'll see if we can go back to back. All right, so let's go into next year's season. I do need to cut 2 players before the season starts. I'm going to cut that 2nd rounder Hudson we got in the Nickeil Alexander Walker trade. And I may end up cutting Karis LeVert actually before the season starts. So there's not going to be much of a reunion there. So let's go here. 2029 season. We won a title, which is good. We lost the title, and then we got swept in year number 1. So we are 3 for 3 in playoff appearances. I'm going to assume we're going to go 4 for 4 this year. We'll see how Kaman can do as a starting center, but he's not going to play like a ton. Like, I'm going to play Asa Newell a ton. I'm going to play a Kungwu a ton. I do want Hawkins getting minutes, but I'm not going to give minutes to a Visic. I'm going to give minutes to Darius Akuff. And I want to go about 18 to Dalen Swain. I want to see what the 10th overall pick can do. And I just want this team to be like not overtaxed in the regular season because I want this team to be healthy for the playoffs. And maybe this team will be better than last year. We'll see. We do beat Kristaps Porzingis. He had 13 against us. All right, so we're here in the month of March, and we have a 51-17 record right now. Now 18, but things are good. I got my title, so I'm not too stressed about this team. All right, so Luka and Golden State ends up MVP. Edward Coleman, that number 1 overall pick, ends up getting Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey, 6th man. Wemby Depoy, most improved is C-Dub Caleb Wilson of the Lakers. Steve Kerr, ends up coach of the year. Cameron Boozer, all NBA first team this season. Do we get an Atlanta Hawk? We do. Trae Young makes it. Shout out to Jeremiah Fears making it as well. Man, I feel for the Pelicans and I feel for their fans, honestly. I can't believe Joe Dumars traded that pick. I still can't do it. Oh my God. The team was projected to lose around 50 games and they traded away their first round pick. Like, that's something out of like 2006. Like, what are we doing? Or it's like when the Clippers traded their first round pick for Mo Williams, and Mo Williams, or that pick ended up turning into Kyrie Irving. It turned into the #1 overall pick. I know there's a lottery behind that, but still, it just feels like something like that happened. We're the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We finished with the highest point differential. Chance we can go back to back, maybe. The West looks really strong with Golden State there at the top. They signed Anthony Davis. I was like, is Steph Curry still playing? But no, that's Luka Doncic playing for them at point guard. So it's going to be White, young White, Recess Shea Johnson. Come on, my watch is going to be the center. How was Dalen Swain in his minutes this year? He was actually pretty good. So I may go with like a 10-man rotation to start off the playoffs. We're taking on the Chicago Bulls here in round number 1. They have Mark Sears as their starting point guard, and they have Josh Giddey coming off the bench. We should sweep. Okay, we're going to win in 5. I got a little cocky and said we were going to sweep this team. So now we're taking on the Orlando Magic in round number 2. Those are the season stats, but we could see that Recess Shea and Trae Young combined for basically 48 points. We're taking on Orlando, who have Darren Peterson there as well. Did they move on from Desmond Bane? No, he's just regressed a little bit. Game 1, going to go to Atlanta by 20. Game 2, going to go to Orlando by 26. Game 3, we are going to hopefully win this one. We do by 2, even though we almost blowed in the fourth quarter. That's been a trend with us so far. We're going to lose game 4 by 11. I just realized this could have been Dyson Daniels versus his former team, but Orlando lost to Boston. We're going to go down 3-2. We lose by 10. Peterson had 37, 7, and 8. How did we let that happen? But we win game 6. It's just like Orlando getting a top pick in this draft makes them so stacked, at least on paper. But will they be able to put it together? I'm not sure. Game 7 we're at home in this one. Good second quarter, good third quarter. We're back in the conference finals. We are going to win 150-116. Trae Young with 33 and 8. We're taking on Detroit, who we've avoided over the years, but they have Cunningham, who's won, I think, multiple MVPs, right? Did he win 1 or 2 in this? He's won 2. We won 27 and 28. You have Golden State and Dallas over there. We're going to lose game 1 by 11. I don't think we've lost game 1 yet. We're going to lose, the first 2. We haven't been down 2-0 since like the first year in which we lost to the Raptors in 4. We're going to beat them by 20 in game 3. We're going to lose game 4 by 6 in overtime. 34 for Trae. Game 5, we can't stay alive. We are going to lose 134-125. Recess Shea had 34 in the loss. Cade had 46 and 10. Let's see if Cade's going to win the finals this year. It's Cade versus Flag. Number 1 pick in 21 versus number 1 pick in 25, and the latter one wins. Zion Williamson always signs with the Mavericks. They let Anthony Davis walk and they sign Zion, and they just become, and Jalen Green, that team is stacked. They were probably going to beat us anyway. And I hope you guys did enjoy this Atlanta Hawks rebuild. We kept Trae, we kept Recess Shea Johnson, that's 3 OG Hawks, Newell's 4, Kungwu's 5, Mohamed Gay is 6, so we kept a decent amount. If you did enjoy, I would appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think about the Hawks right now. Has your opinion on them changed at all from where it was in the offseason to the start of the year? Let me know down below. Subscribe for more rebuilds. Catch you on the next one. Peace.